A lot of people think that the system doesn't work well enough for them, but if there's media that gets their attention, that makes them realize what's at stake in this election, I think that any nudge that in the right direction for the voter can make a big difference. People talk to their friends, and a lot of political messaging is within a very narrow area. It feels safe, and that's the complaint I hear from young people all the time. So some things that have a little more edge, a little more teeth, I think that could get some people out, can make a big difference. And so that's what we're trying to do with this campaign. And I don't think that using Trump's words or any of these other people's words, there's anything underhanded about that. It is what they said. It's just illustrating how serious it is and how devastating it is. I think it was what I was trying to do with my image.
Scott, what does success look like for this campaign?
Building an opposition movement and a groundswell so that it's not just Donald Trump out, but it is a clear-cut message that an opposition movement existed, and that's how we got Biden and Harris elected. And to me, there's just a giant portion of hard to count, hard to find, voters that digital's not going to reach. And so doing something that's images that are eye-aware and evolving and beautiful, that are in the neighborhoods directly, hopefully are going to shock and wake some people up. They'll go to rememberwhattheydid.com and be able to pledge to vote and find their voter registration early absentee voting.
Shepard, before I have to let you guys go, you obviously created that Hope poster back in 2008 that fired up so many people and that was so iconic for so many people. How do you reflect on creating art that has impact today? I mean, as Scott mentioned, reaching people digitally can be a bit of a crapshoot. How do you reflect on that now, having created one piece of political art that was incredibly impactful?
Well, one of the things that made the Hope poster work was that it was grassroots. It wasn't created by the campaign, and it existed on the streets, posted up on lawn signs, as stickers, as T-shirts. And I think that Remember What They Did is functioning in a similar way, where it's taking that energy that you saw with the protests for racial justice after Breonna Taylor and George Floyd were murdered, and it's translating that but making a link to the need to vote. And I think that democracy has so many different facets. If we can create a bridge between the street and the protests and then needing to go to the polls, I think that could be very effective.
Scott Goodstein and Shepard Ferry, the new campaign is called Remember What They Did. Scott, Shepard, thank you both for being with us.
Thanks for having me.
If the partisan fights over the post office and coronavirus and everything else seem like an awful spectacle, Alexander Hamilton would agree. We'll explain before we go.
Ta-da! Did you know Liberty Mutual customizes your car insurance so you only pay for what you need?
I should get a quote.
Do it.
Only pay for what you need.
Liberty, 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 liberty.
Is the Heineken. Heineken beer.
During Mazda's Rediscover the Road event. We have more IIHS Top Safety Pick Plus models than any other car maker. Find your all-wheel drive Mazda CUV and get 0% APR for up to 60 months and no payments for 90 days.
With SimpliSafe, you get a comprehensive, professionally monitored home security without having to leave your house or have anyone to come install it. You simply order it online, it gets delivered to your door, and you can set it up yourself in just a few minutes. Imagine that.
It's a star. It's a star. Heineken star.